So hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Today my friends, I'm very happy to be here to present you another build on Path of Exile. I'm very happy for this one because it is straight away the strongest build I have ever played so far. And yeah, big thanks to OST, because with him we made this build. He gave me most of the stuff that you will see in this video come from him, so big and huge thanks to him for that. Okay, first off, and yeah, we are just gonna go like all of the other videos. We are gonna start with the pros and the cons of this build, then the skill gems, the gear and the flasks, then we will go for skill tree and remainings, and then how I play it, and then gameplay of a tier 16 map. Believe me, my friends, that this is a crazy build, and I'm gonna put the path of building for fork, that means the community one, and the normal link. I'm just gonna put it into the video description. And for the first time, like OST gave me a document with a lot of how to say tips for this build and very useful information, so I'm gonna put that as top comment to this video. I'm gonna put it, so believe me, if you watch this video and you read the top comment, you are all set up to go for this build and you will not regret it. So pay attention, and very important this time to how I play it, because there are some stuff that I have to tell you, okay, or explain to you, so in order to play this build. So my friends, let's not waste too much time and let's go for the pros and the cons. So my friends, for the pros and the cons, actually we are just gonna start with the pros, and the first one is that this build, and I have already said it in this video, it is the best build I have played so far, by far. Okay, it is like a build that does tons of damage and survives very good. What brings us to the second pro point, actually. You almost don't die if you pay a bit attention and you are not like, okay, I wanna die. I mean, you won't die. Okay, it is a really nice build that you can also go for hardcore if you can afford it, for sure. So, and then the third thing is, it is a very fast build. Why? You don't need to like be activating any skills. You just run through it. Your golems, your animate guardian and specters and your zombies are gonna just kill everything in their path. So there is not much to do. You don't have to stop only at the boss, maybe for 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, so that's the third thing. And then the fourth thing, as I said also previously, it is a very easy to play build. Signs, I'm gonna explain to you on the how I play it. Okay, the section of how I play it. I'm gonna explain to you how to set up this build, and once it's set up, easy. Really, I mean, you will see. Okay, I don't want to spoil it too much. And that the last thing, I mean, this build can shred everything. I mean, I already said it, since it's the best build. This build, you will see like Cirrus, like any boss, Alba Elder. I have done them all, and yeah, you instant face them all. Like it's crazy. You will see on the gameplay, and if you play it yourself, you won't regret it. And then for the cons, it can't do the physical reflection map mod. Okay, that's the first of the cons. And the second and the final con, it is an expensive build. I mean, on this build that I'm presenting you, there are like over 400 exalted orbs like invested into it. Okay, you see, it's very expensive, but since or if you get it, you won't regret it. I mean, but it's very expensive if you don't know how to make currency. So that was with the pros and the cons, and let's go for the skill gems. So my friends, and now about the skill gems, we are just gonna start with the weapon. There we have generosity support on level 20 quality, okay. And then we have dread banner on level 20, And we got precision level 16. I mean, it's very important to know that precision level 1 is already very strong, okay? If you can afford to go higher, you know that it's going to reserve more mana. So I could afford to 16, since if I go higher, I can't, because I have 38 mana unreserved. So I am at a max of 60. Okay, but you gotta see for yourself. And then on weapons we got a level 16 wall haste. Okay, then purity of ice level 21, and lastly we have here a pride gem on level 20. Okay, then we got on our helmet, we got race zombie on level 20, the Anomalous animate guardian. Okay, very important. It's better than the normal one. But my friends, if you are now in a later league where you can't get any anomalous, I don't know if it's gonna be like core. It's gonna be core, those gems, those new gems they have implanted now in heist. But you can also go for the normal one, so you're gonna go for the max, the level 21. Then we got the frenzy support, okay, but the divergent feeding frenzy support here, but you can also go for the normal one on level 20, and the minion life support on level 20. Okay, so and then we have on our 6-linked chest, we have the summon Carrion Golem, okay, level 21, very important. Then the awakened minion damage support, but you can also go for the normal one, but awakened is always better, okay. Then awakened multi-strike, this is the expensive gem of our build, okay, on level 5. Then we got damage on full life support, level 20. Awakened melee physical damage support on level 5. Here again, if you want, you can go for the normal one. And awakened brutality support, very important to have this one. I mean, the normal one or the awakened, it doesn't matter. Okay, very important. Then on our ring, we have on our left ring, we have got the purity of fire level 21, and we have wall discipline on level 21. Okay, so, and then we have on our pair of gloves, blood magic support level 20, divergent vitality level 20, but again, you can go for the normal one. Then we have clarity on level 4. Here again, you gotta check if you can go higher or not, but it doesn't bring you very much to go higher, but if you can afford, why not? And the race scepter on level 20. Okay, those all linked. Okay, and lastly, we are just gonna go for the boots flash offering, the divergent one. Okay, level 20. Flame dash on level 20. Desecrate on level 20, and Convocation on level 20. So as you can see, those are our skill gems. We have very expensive ones right there, and with the alternate, the divergence and stuff, you know, this is all from heist. I don't know if they're gonna be core, but you can for sure go for the normal ones. It's gonna still do their job. So this was with the skill gem, and now let's go for the gear and the flask. Let's go. So and now for the gear and the flask, my friends, very simple. We are gonna start with the weapon. It's gonna be the Cold Iron Point Azimut Dagger, the unique weapon. So very easy. Okay, so that's the one. And on the other hand, or offhand, we are gonna put a shield, the Prism Guardian Archon Kite shield. Okay, and what is special about this one is that it's corrupted, and we have an increased maximum energy shield corruption. If you can afford it, go for it. If not, then not. Okay, it's just a little bonus to the build. Then we have the Vertex wall mask. Okay, but what is special about this mask is that we have the enchantment summoned Carrion Golems deal 40 increased damage, and if you check on the market, it's gonna be yeah, pretty expensive. If you can afford this enchantment, go for it, or you're just gonna try to make or to run as many laps as possible. Then we have the Chevron's wrapping on as body armor. Okay, and yeah, there is not much to say, my friends. As you can see, it's a good one, okay, with good rolls, okay. Then we have the presence of Chayula Onyx Amulet, where we are gonna allocate charisma, okay, but I'm gonna tell that also on the skill gem section, the skill tree section. But yeah, there again, the unique items, there is not much to say about, okay. You're gonna try to go for the best you can, okay. So it's the implicit 216. Then we have twice the Vivinsect Unset ring, okay, twice, okay. Yeah, there again, my friends. Yeah, I mean, we have the shock nearby enemies for 2 seconds when you focus the craft, and on the other hand we have +1 to minimum power charges. And then on or as gloves we have a vortex grasp, okay. It's not a very great one. I mean, we have much energy shield on it and the resistances that we need to cap. On the other hand, we have the Dorianis Delusion Sorcerer's Boots, okay. What is really nice is also the enchantment. It's a defensive enchantment, the chance to dodge spells if you get hit, okay, by a spell. And then we have, as our belt, we have or belt, sorry, we have a heavy belt with a lot of strength because of our gems that we need, okay. And then the increased maximum energy shield with some energy shield and so on. So you can see this is like our gear, okay. This is our gear. And then we are gonna go for the flasks. The flasks are mainly only flasks, defensive flasks, okay, because yeah, I mean, our babies here are making the damage. So the flasks, we are using them to not die. We are gonna take the Taste of Hate, Sapphire Flask as first, and then we are gonna go for Granite Flask, then the Quicksilver Flask, a Quartz Flask, and a Jade Flask. Look that you have like everything covered, the remove freeze, the immune to curses, and the remove bleeding. Those are the most important ones that you can afford. So my friends, that's all about it, and now we are gonna go for the skill tree and the remainings. Let's go, my friends. So my friends, now about the skill tree, I mean, just import the Path of Building build and just copy it, but there are a few things to say. You're gonna go for the Ascendancy, the Necromancer, okay, where you go, you're gonna first or start with the Mindless Aggression, then a Natural Strength and Bone Barrier, both of them, and then at the end you're gonna go for Commander of Darkness, okay. And then what is very important, and you will not see it normally on the Path of Building, is that we are using 2 large cluster jewels. They're the same, okay, identical. One, I mean, both of them have 8 passive skills, with added passive skill is Renewal and added passive skill is Rotten Claws, so that's pretty much twice the same, okay. And the enchantment of minion deal increased damage, okay. Then on the mediums, again we are gonna go for 4 identical ones, okay. So it's gonna be a 6 passive skills with increased effect of non-curse auras from your skills. That's your enchantment on it. And then you will have added passive skill is First Among Equals, and passive skill is Replenishing Presence. So you're gonna, if you can afford 4 of them, you're gonna use them. And then you're gonna take, those are very important, you will use all of the notes from those medium cluster jewels. And then at the end you're gonna put a Fortress Covenant Cobalt Jewel if you can afford, with a corruption of You Cannot Be Maimed. Then Primordial Harmony, a Cobalt Jewel with the implicit of Corrupted Blood Cannot Be Inflicted on you. Then here Primordial Harmony Cobalt Jewel with minions deal increased damage, and the same corruption here, or implicit, the Anima Stone, a Prismatic Jewel with minion deal increased damage. What is also very important is that you use your energy from within Cobalt Jewel here, okay? Very important on this spot, okay? And if you can afford, go for reduced mana reserved implicit. That's very important to have it also. And if you are super lucky, you can also get the damage penetrates elemental resistance. What is also very important to tell you is the Watcher's Eye. We are using Watcher's Eye with energy shield recovery rate while affected by discipline, since we are always affected by discipline. This is a very nice mod. And you have phasing while affected by haste, always affected by haste, so that means we are always phasing. So my friends, very important to tell you. And the remainings, yeah, you can pretty much go for Pantheon on the Soul of Lunaris. Okay, you're gonna like unlock all of those minor mods on it. Okay, I didn't do it yet, to be honest. And the minor god is gonna be Soul of Carrion. Okay. So, I mean, that was it with the skill tree and the remainings, and now, very important, we are gonna go for how I play it. Let's go. So, my friends, here we are at the section of how I play it, okay? It's the most important section of this build, okay? This build guide, and I already told you that it's a very easy build to play, but a bit hard to set up. That's why it's very important to now pay attention to what I'm gonna show you. So as you can see, we have like 4 golems, we have 1 animate guardian, the 8 zombies, and the 3 specters. So the most easiest thing is the zombies. How can I get zombies is actually by having like some you kill some monsters and then you click on your raise zombie, and it's gonna raise some zombies from those corpses, okay? If you don't want to do it like that, you can go for Desecrate, okay? So it's gonna spawn some corpses, and from there you can like spawn your raise zombie. So that's the first thing, that's the most easiest thing, okay? The summon Carrion Golem, there again, it's also very easy. You just spam like 4 of them with this skill and you are good to go, okay? The 4 golems and the 8 zombies are there. So now let's go for the specs. The specs, you will need, or you want, the 2 Carnage Chieftains and 1 Host Chieftain. So how to do that? Actually, you will go to Act 7, the Ashen Fields, okay? Okay, and there you are gonna spam your Desecrate, okay, or until you see what you need. Wait, I know how to, okay, there is one. Okay, then you are gonna click on A, okay, over this, no, wait, yeah, over the corpse, and you see, if you hold A, on top of the screen, Carnage Chieftain. So Carnage Chieftain, we need 2 of them. And how to do it now? You're just gonna go for the Spectre, there. You hover over this corpse and you are gonna activate it, okay? I'm not gonna do it because I have already what I want. So, and it's gonna like raise a Spectre from this Carnage Chieftain. So you need 2 Carnage Chieftains and 1 Host Chieftain. What is very important, you do it the first time. Then when you have done that, you go to your hideout, and once you have done that, the next time you are gonna like activate Desecrate, it's gonna be very likely to give you some Carnage Chieftain and some Host Chieftain, so that if your specters they get killed somehow, you can like do it from your hideout. You don't need to go anymore to Ashen Field. So that's the first thing. And then we are gonna go for Animate Guardian. Okay, for those of you who don't know what is Animate Guardian, actually it's a guardian that you can like equip with some equipment. Okay, as you can see, he is there like There he is, and he is like holding some items, as you can see. Okay, he looks like really funny, but yeah, I mean, you can equip it, and how to do it. Okay, it's very important. You have to buy your items first. So what you need is gonna be kingmakers as weapon. Okay, the best. I'm gonna tell you the best, or the ones to go for. Okay, it's gonna also be on the top comment. Okay, so the kingmaker as weapon. Then you are gonna go for Oscarms as gloves. That's the unique pair of gloves. Then the Assassin's Mark as ring. The Wind Shriek as boots. Then a helmet, if you can afford, with enchantment of nearby enemies take enchantment, a mod of enemies take increased physical damage. And lastly, you are gonna go for body armor of Garb of the Ephemeral. Okay, sorry if I mispronounced any of those items. Okay, and how to equip it? Very easily. You will go into like somewhere. Okay, very important, pay attention that there is no item on the ground, because if you then spam your animate guardian, he's gonna take the first items he finds. Okay, he's gonna like equip it. So you are gonna go to a map where there is nothing laying around, and then you just drop the items, and then you click on your animate guardian, and he is gonna like take everything. What is very important also to know here is if you if animate guardian gets killed, his items are gone. Not if you get killed, but normally it's unlikely if you do it with all of the auras. That's why it's very important to go for animate guardian only if you have like the build like with all of the auras. Otherwise it's really annoying if you every time if he gets killed, then yeah, I mean, you lose the items that you bought. So, and now how do I play it? Very easily. We are gonna just activate all of our auras. Okay, the Purity of Fire, the Dread Banner, the Vitality, Purity of Ice, Precision, Bright, Clarity, Purity of Lightning, Discipline and Haste, and then we are done, and you're gonna put Desecrate there. So on our left click we are gonna put the Bone Armor. Okay, that means we are always like, when we click on left, it's gonna activate it. That's a very nice thing that makes us more tanky. Then Convocation, it's the one thing that I'm always like spamming, because Convocation makes that all of your let's call them babies. All of your babies are just gonna come to your spot, or to to near you. So whenever you are just rushing through and you see, oh, where are they, you just click on Convocation. I'm always like clicking on it, to be honest. Then on right click we have Flame Dash. On our Q we have the Wall Discipline. Very nice whenever you don't want to get killed, or you know, okay, now it's gonna be a bit rippy, you can activate it. Then we have Wall Haste for that extra damage. Okay, then very important, we have Flash Offering and Desecrate. So Flash Offering, actually you are offering some corpses, okay, to boost the damage. Okay, now you're gonna say, yeah, but if I am at zeros, there are no corpses laying around, and yeah, it's useless. No, it's not, because you're gonna click on Desecrate on T and then on Flash Offering. So you're gonna spam a corpse on the ground and you're gonna click on Flash Offering. Always those two. Okay, very important to know. And then lastly we are gonna have Focus on R. You are gonna like click on it every time you can. So that's pretty much how I play it, my friends. And now let's go for a gameplay. Let's go. So, and now my friends, we are done with talking. Let's go for gameplay of an Untitled Map tier 16 like normal, so that you see how this build works. So let's go. So as you can see, we rush through it, always like putting my babies to me. There we go. As you can see, it is really strong. Let's rush through it. Oh, chaos, we take it with us. For me, it's a fast build. I mean, I know there are like much faster builds, but for me it's a good rate, you know. There we go. As you can see, it really shreds. There's not much to say about that.
You honor the way. Death is simply the
Since I am still doing the challenges, I am always like doing the June. Still need to do the boss. So, and here we go, arena. Let's see how fast it's gonna be. There we go. It's T16 with awakened level 8 at the moment. So very important also to tell you that. You see that. And now we are activating the haste.
My loyalties have been realigned. Don't expect a repeat to win love. Go on. The price of fame differs.
Okay. And I think we are pretty much done. I mean, don't need now to... Or let's go. Let's clear the map.
When I'm ready, I'm not
And we are done. Okay, I'm not gonna now do Cassia or the Blight because then it's gonna be a bit too long. But you see that this build is amazing. I mean, that was it with this more or less long video or build guide, my friends. Before we end, I mean, big thanks to OST. Really, you are the POC here, man. Thank you so much, like OST, for helping us to, or to give me the opportunity to present this build. And yeah, for the rest, if you have anything to tell me about this build or anything else, any new ideas, please comment. If it was helpful, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe for even more videos, my friends. And for the rest, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, nice night, and see us on the next video on YouTube or on the next stream on Twitch. So bye bye, my friends. Love ya. Bye.